While Ron DeSantis is traveling the country campaigning for President of the United States, in a campaign that, by the way, seems to be going down the tubes based on the recent poll numbers, but you know what else is going down the tubes? Everything here in Florida. In addition to the fact that we now have malaria spreading throughout the state with 6 confirmed cases, and I know that may seem like, oh, only 6, what are we worried about? We're talking about a disease that is typically not seen in the United States, but is infecting people here in Ron DeSantis' state of Florida, and we have no leader to do anything about it. And for the record, I'm actually not talking about Ron DeSantis. I'm talking about the head of Florida's Bureau of Epidemiology that is actually in charge of responding to events like malaria breaking out in the state. We don't have a leader for that group right now, as that position has remained vacant since March. So we have nobody in charge of the Bureau of Epidemiology, here in the state of Florida. So no real way to kind of combat the malaria spreading around the state. And that's just one of several problems plaguing Florida as we descend into the 7th circle of hell. This week, it was also announced that Farmers Insurance, one of the largest insurers here in the state of Florida, is pulling out. They're done. They will no longer offer home insurance in the state of Florida due to the fact that it's no longer profitable for them because of the natural disasters and climate change related disasters happening throughout the state. And we have a Republican-controlled state that refuses to even acknowledge that climate change exists. So there's 2 bad stories. Then, of course, we have the fact that Ron DeSantis this week declined a $377 million investment in the state of Florida for energy efficiency from the federal government. The Biden administration said, here's $377 million so that your state can become energy efficient, and we will provide rebates to your citizens so we would get money. And Ron DeSantis said, thanks, but no thanks. We don't like free money here in Florida. So you screwed over your constituents with that one. And because we're not going to get that investment in energy efficiency, we're going to continue to pay higher than average utility bills here in the state of Florida. And then the 4th story to come out in just the last couple days to let you know how bad things are in Florida, it's this one. We had multiple reports obviously come out on Wednesday about how great inflation was throughout the United States. We hit a 3-year low with inflation only at 3%. 3-year low in inflation. It is coming down 3% across the board in the United States. In every state in the nation, inflation has gone down, except for one. One state. Out of all 50, only one state is watching inflation rise. Can you guess which one it is? That's right, it's Florida, folks. Florida's inflation is increasing at 9%. So the rest of the country is 3%, we're at 9%. So we're experiencing inflation 3 times higher than the national average. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that home prices in Florida have skyrocketed in the last few years, they've gone up at a faster rate than any other state in the country. So we are pricing people out of home ownership faster than any other state in the United States of America. This is what 25 years of solid Republican rule will do to a state, because that is what we have had here in the state of Florida. We have not had a Democratic governor since 1998. We have had solid Republican control of our state legislature for roughly the same amount of time. And this is what Ron DeSantis will do to the rest of the country. No response to infectious diseases, inflation absolutely out of control, insurers fleeing because we're not acknowledging the existence of climate change, declining money to become energy efficient. So when Ron DeSantis tells you that he wants to make America Florida, Believe me, as somebody who lives in Florida, that's not a goal, that's a threat. Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.